Wait 1 second, make sure I'm recording. I should be recording now. Double check I am recording. Hello and welcome back to Minecraft Jungle Paradise Golden Age, episode 360... No, not 60. 94, that's it. Sorry, sometimes I forget that we're on episode 390. So, in today's episode, we are going to be clearing out all of the sugarcane and planting it alongside this river that I still need to connect to the ocean. I guess I could do that now. Before we go and connect, well, not connect, gather all of the sugarcane over here, and I'm going to remove my mini-map because it takes up a lot of room on the screen. Let's see. But hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe. Let's see. So last episode we spent an hour, literally an hour, working on this project. And it has really turned out quite well, I would say. We're going to be adding the sugarcane to it, so it's got to look even better. I do need to finish off the little patches like that and that over there. So, you know, we'll get around to that in a second. Let's see. And I'm going to shear back all of this. Take some of that down. I think we're going to have to abide by the terrain right here. I think we're gonna make like a bit canal over here. Kinda make it a bit messy. Because, you know, rivers are quite messy in real life. All I can just imagine is that footballer. Don't know why. Let's see. Oh, okay. We might as well tell a story. I remember a kid in my primary school who absolutely wanted to be a football player. And was also a big fan of, what do you call it, Messi, the football player. I think it was Manchester that I was with at the time. I don't know football. I don't like football. Let's see. But I remember he always, you know, talked about, oh, I want to become a footballer when I'm older and all that. I don't think it's a football now. Football. He was very active at football. Okay, and also when he played football, I always got hit in the head with a football. Yes, footballs there. But it would be the most horrible footballs I got hit in the head with. You know what kind of footballs I got hit in the head with? Foam ones. And when it's like raining in Scotland and it's all, you know, mucky. Oh, getting hit in the head, it's just so dirty. I had to wipe my face with water before. And it was absolutely horrible with how much water I had to use. Let's see, I could make a second bit that goes and connects over here if I wanted to. But I think that's okay right there for the river. It kinda looks like a shotgun that is very like musket looking. Like a futuristic shotgun. What's that shotgun called? The Spaz or something? I can't remember. Okay, well, now that we have sand, plenty of sand, I did not expect that much sand from this project. You know, I should really go and gather up some more sand today, just so we could finish off, what do you call it? Can't remember what we needed to finish off. So I can finish off, what's it called, and it's just lost out my mind now. I had it there for a second what we needed to go finish off. So, what was I saying? Ah yeah. If I collected up the sand, I could finish off something. What was it? You know, sometimes you know it, but it's like on the tip of your tongue, but you can't figure out what it is. No, so we need to head back home soon because we are out of food. Yes, we're almost out of food. 8 baked potatoes, that won't even last me like 2 Minecraft days. I eat potatoes like eating... Oh, I eat potatoes like a chinchilla taking a dust bath. Have you ever seen videos of that? I caught one back in my YouTube recommended a little while ago. And it was a chinchilla. I've always wanted a chinchilla. Taking a dust bath. And they just roll around it like, you know, Beyblades. Oh, Do you remember Bakugans when they released the toys in stores? I remember they had it in Scotland, but it was so expensive. Let's see. Yeah, I remember it being very expensive to buy Bakugan in Scotland back in the day. The little figures. I think I got the red one, but that was a long time ago. I don't even think it's still functional. I think I broke it or something. Let's see. Okay, so as you see, I have some end stone in my inventory. I wanted to create like a kinda dirt, well, kinda sand that's dried up a long time ago. And also, I've had this end stone in our inventory since we went to the end a while ago, and so I wanted to use it up. Okay, let's see. And go like that. Yeah, that should work. And then create the same thing on the other side. You know, I've never actually used bone blocks to, you know, build stuff before. Until, you know, our zoo entrance area. So it's always a new experience when we get to use new blocks. Let's see. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Let's fill in this bit over here and double check I am recording. It's always good to double check. Okay, let's see. You know what, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And then create like a little platform here. And like that. It doesn't really sing you where the eyes are. Okay, do I have anything I can use here? Okay, I wanted to create like a fossil area here. But I don't really know if this will work. Let's see. Yeah, that I think bringing it a little bit forwards will make it look a lot nicer. Let's see. So having kind of like a mammoth. That's what we're creating here. Oh, have any of you played what do you call it? What do you call it? There's the missing block. Have any of you played Far Cry Primal? I remember playing Far Cry Primal for the first time. I think I watched Brad play it first, and then I decided to go and play it. And, you know, I quite enjoyed Far Cry Primal. Apart from limited stuff to do sometimes, it was probably the most challenging Far Cry I've ever had to play. Like, the toughness of that game is, like, very hard. Like, the final boss, I think I was playing on, like, a harder difficulty, I think. But I put the, like, difficulty to, like, something, I can't remember what. And I've been playing through the game quite easily, somehow. But when I got to the final boss of Far Cry Primal, I was getting absolutely wrecked. Like, I used every last bit of wood that I had to just survive in that one fight. Because I used to set down traps, make a bit of noise, and then lure them out. I think that's actually a pretty good idea. I think you could play Far Cry Primal undetected. That would be kinda cool, right? Playing Far Cry Primal without getting detected. That's a cool idea. Let's see. I don't think I could run Far Cry Primal on my computer. The parts were designed like 10 years ago, so I don't think they would work for a 2016 game. Let's see. Even though I do have a G-Force, it doesn't really do much. Let's see. Okay, well, that seems to work out quite well. Pick up that. Now, do we want to start from this side over or that side over? Oh, I dropped a sugarcane there. Okay, I think we're just gonna start by going over this way. I do really like that fossil bit there. Doesn't really make, you know, much sense, I guess. And also, I've just saw it. What if I go like that, right? Create a little bit here. How would that look? How would that look? Okay. Wait 1 second. Oh! It's C. Cool. It's Seco. Let's see. I've not seen that snake in a long time. So I saw it died. Damaged, but it's not dead yet. So that was an ogre at the very end, a fire ogre. No, there's just a mini golem there. Don't really want to anger the mini golem, because if I anger it, it's just going to pick up a bit of land, and when I kill it, it's just going to keep that land there. But basically, yeah, we still have that bit of land in our base that has just been a bit of dirt just floating for like over, like, how long is that over there? 4. That's just been like floating for like over, how many episodes now? Probably 2. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was very confused over there with how this was going to go. So I decided to put like a waterfall down here because we don't really have much decoration around here. I'm supposed to do the thing in a second. There we go. Not bad at all. I could make it go inwards a bit, right? Like up here. That's a cool idea. Ingenuity, this is what it is. Ingenuity. Let's see. Go like that. Yeah, that works out quite well. It's not the best looking though. I think that works. Nah, that doesn't really work, does it? I probably have to shave down this bit of land here. There we go. That's a bit more normal. Really? Get rid of that. Yep. Yeah, we're using alien rock to just shape this bit over here. It kinda looks okay. Okay, do I have any sandstone? Yes, I do. There we go. And then over here, how far away is it from the water bit? Just the same block. And then I break that. Place some sand in there. And there we go. Just a water stream at the very end. Doesn't really make sense because that means the water is not really a river, is it? I don't know. And I have to go back up the river just to go do what I need to do. I forgot that I never actually lit up that bit of land over there. Okay, well, let's go place all of the sugar cane. It looks like I might not get around to doing the second objective of this episode. So I actually had a second objective for this episode, and that was to head back to base and go and work on the clay pool project, because we've had the clay pool project for the longest time, right? But I have not really finished it because we had to go back to 1.19. We had the 1.18 corruption problem where we had to re-back up our world. So now we have to finish off that again. Let's see. So I don't know how that's going to go. Hopefully it goes well. Excuse me. Do you mind? Get out of here. I was looking over there just in... I was looking over there for a creeper, but it turns out there was a creeper right next to me. I could have got a music disc. Could have got like a better sing music. Excuse me. Okay, fix all of this. Try and make this look as nice as possible. And yeah, that should do. Okay, let's make some more torches and place all the torches there. Place that torch there, place that torch there, place that torch there, and over here on this little hump of a hill. Let's see. You are infested. Oh no. Does that mean you got spun? Yeah. What I just saw would happen. It's a pain to kill these little guys. At least I'm on their level. Remember kids, having the high ground isn't always that effective because you have to swing down lower to hit. And also we got Fortune 1 to that. So the high ground isn't the best high ground. The low ground is the best. Let's see. Let's go place all the rest of the sugar cane. I think once all the sugarcane actually grows, this will look a lot nicer. But that will be a long time. Yeah, having your Minecraft music set down to low when you're building, and then all you just hear is that nostalgic tune every once in a while. It's very nice. Let's see. Place all of that there. I don't think I will sing you the end of this river very much. Well, that can do. Yep, that should work. That's gonna place that there. Probably better to do this backwards. Sorry, I was looking out for that creeper that I saw earlier. I think this, fossil here, the main idea for this fossil was actually a boar. So I thought, that would look nice, but it's not the best looking, is it? Aha. Yeah, I can do that. There we go. It kind of looks like a cow now, doesn't it? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, Enderman? What? Where did you go? The problem with building your own sugarcane field is that you cannot see through your own sugarcane. There you are. Going for you. You think water will stop me? I have Death Strider. Oh, oh. There you are. Come at me. Now you're dead. 4 ender pearls from that? That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't really need ender pearls. I guess all we would need ender pearls for is another portal gun in the future. Yo, can we actually make another portal gun? I don't really know. Oh, do you remember in the portal gun when you can teleport yourself to the moon? I remember in Portal 2 when that happened. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I miss playing Portal 2. We played it on the channel for a short time, but it was only for a little while because turns out my resolution isn't really the best resolution in, you know, gaming, because it's a very unused one, because it's 720 and not 768. So trying to get games for 720 is sometimes very hard. Okay, let's see. What is this thing that I needed to grab from my inventory? Sugarcane. We should have enough to finish off the sugarcane river. It's weird to think that, you know, after the longest time of being in like planning and all that, being an idea, this project is finally finished. I guess the clay pill project would also be a long project that we've yet to finish. But I would definitely say the longest project that I've planned for the longest time to do is maybe our sea temple project, because we have to drain all of this. And eventually I will get around to draining all of it. But then I also want to drain this one over here in the future. Having 2, you know, thingies nearby. I think it could be a cool idea. Also, sea cool. Can you please not drown in the water? Are you having a seizure? Here, let me help you out. Well, it looks like I cannot get Seiko out of the water. I think they're stuck there. They're now a rattlesnake. I think they're actually a rattlesnake. You know, it's weird that rattlesnakes actually rattle. Let's see. And that was like 10 short. 20 short. Okay. Well, let's go grab some of this sugarcane over here. That sounded broke a very historical sugarcane. That sugarcane's been there for ages now. It's weird to think that, you know, the sugarcane river happened quite a long time ago. Well, not sugarcane river, sugarcane fields. Did I say sugarcane fields? Sometimes, you know, I mess up my words and then send out a different word than the word that I want. I'm like a Windows 64 or Internet Explorer. Let's see. But that is the sugarcane river finally done. That should no. It's like a horror movie there. Okay, that should be that done. Actually, just break that part there. Yep, that is the Sugar River finally complete. Now I could add a bit more touches if I wanted to. Like over here, we could add like 3 bits of bone. Because, you know, we're in a desert. Animals die out here due to thirst and all that. It's quite a sad fact, but it's true. So, why not add a bit of bone to the area? And also, this is basically a lot of bone. I should not be wasting this much bone. Let's see. There we go. That bit there. That bit there. Yeah, that should work. And then just get a bunch of glass and just place it all the way over. So that should work. You know what, that would be a great idea. You know how we're building a railway? How about it goes through here, so you go over the river area. Well, near the river area. And then you come out this way, and then you go out into the woods. Or it comes back. I think coming back would be... Yeah, well, I'm building it right next to it, and then... Yeah, I guess that could work. I've had the idea to build a... You know, railway in the desert for the longest time. I think we got like a bit of it done. I do have some on me now, so we shall head over this way. Imagine lava sugarcane. That would be a cool feature in Minecraft. The lava sugarcane. I was also looking at this idea that we built a little while ago, and I was thinking, you know, how could we improve it? Maybe we could add a little bit of, you know, wood at the corner bits. Because when we built this, we didn't really have much materials at the time. And I thought, you know, what's unique? So I was thinking about stone pillars, but then I came up with, you know, spruce and all that at the same time. I guess that could work. Does that work? I think it does. Yep, that should work, and that's about 4 blocks tall. Need to create it on all corners now. The problem with success is that you have to build. Let's see. And then put that on top. And then bits on side. Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to, you know, create. So it would take a little bit more time, but yeah, it's pretty easy. Okay. You can get brought over a little bit. Put there. Put another one there. Yeah, it should be fine. That. And 2 side blocks. And side block. Away. And like that. And like that. It's also a very unique thing in the desert, because everything in the desert that I've built so far is made out of sandstone. The pain of making out of sandstone is very hard. Let's see. Let's go like that. I think I built a little bit too high. There we go. And now we go like that. And like that, and we're done. Well, that was fast. Oh, I went into a sugarcane thing. I thought I was running out of hunger. We also got that wooden katana last episode. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but you know, I could repair it and then put it in a museum or something. For our museum. Okay, well, I think it's time that we expand this road over here a little tiny bit. And then we're gonna head back to the house. That's gotta be very laggy for a second, because I've not loaded that chunk yet. Because I've always been in the desert for the last 3 episodes, I think. So it's going to be very laggy when we get to the desert. I guess I could spare 2 more bits of wood. There we go. Yeah, I've never really disliked this road that we had here, because we basically built it, and I think I didn't have wood back then. I ran out of wood there for that little replacement block there. Welcome to Mass Halden, also known as Village 1, smiley face. You know, I definitely would say that we did a great job on this place. The sad thing is, we didn't really add much to this place. Maybe I should have did like a build or something here. Trying to think of something that we could add. Let's see, I need slabs. And also, I need to lay up this roof over here. I also need to... I was thinking about expanding that wall bit there. Also, I could... You know what, I want to check on our farm here. This is our spider farm if you are new. It's easier to get up than going down. Play elevator music here. Ah, we're already here. That was quite fast. It's not the best looking place, as I used all materials that I had on hand. Let's see if this actually works. Still. And it goes into the box. Ingenuity here. Oh, so I got out that iron because I thought I would expand the railway a little bit. We didn't really do that. Put the extra sugarcane in here. Take the sand. Sand is a very expensive thing to have. And the one last time. Yep, it did add. It's actually a quite fast, wait, there we go. We're zooming up now. It's actually a quite fast spider farm. I made it with no, like, basically no knowledge of how to make a spider farm. So I'm quite impressed with what we created. And also we were creating this a second ago. Let's see. And go like that. You scared the life out of me, Bonjo. Hey wait, what happened to Bonjo? I remember Bonjo. Bonjo was I think a commenter from Blueberry, my sister. Yeah, Bonjo was a good person. I don't know what happened to Bonjo. They used to message on the chat on Blueberry _ WC's Twitch. That's it. I was trying to figure out what it was called. But yeah, I've not seen them in a long time. Hopefully they're doing good. Let's see. Do I have dirt? I do have dirt. I've just gained this new idea. Making a little farm here. It's more like a filler. This is what this is here. Okay, that should work. Wait, what? I was wondering why there was smooth sandstone under here. I remember, all of that bit there was artificial, I think. I think I made it a little bit higher, so I would have room for something. Don't know what. I think it was for the fence that we did a long time ago. And that should be that done there. Hello there, Bonjo, how you doing? Please, Bonjo, please move. Bonjo, please move. Bonjo, do not make me hit you. Get. You actually took damage from that? Okay, sorry. I was just checking something there. Because I have the mod that allows you not to damage your pets, but it only works on certain mobs also. Looks like it also works on manticores, but it did not work on my parrot back in episode 50 of season 4. That was a sad time when not Dino Rancher. When our parrot called Rancher died. You attacked my very big tiger, cat, lion. I know it's a lion, but you know, intimidate them with saying lion or tiger. There we go. Not bad. And go like that. And like that. Okay. You can kind of see what I'm trying to create here. It's like a farm, but not really like a normal farm. It's more like a occupation area. You know, I'm trying to come up with some words here to describe, you know, what I'm building. We're building like an area for farming, but everyone, community farm. That's what we're gonna call this, community farm. There we go. That adds a bit of something new to this area. And now, pull out my mini-map, we shall find home. I went past home. Okay, but there's home. We're going to teleport home now. I think that looks pretty good. Sorry, my mouth went sideways there. Cinematic shot. Okay, well, hopefully you have enjoyed today's episode. We're going to head back to the house. It's going to be extremely laggy as all of this terrain is just being reloaded. There's Build Iron Golem or Orang Golem. I misnamed them and then, you know, just decided to keep it. I'm still lagging. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Have a nice day, safe, have a Toastie apple, maybe even some more shit. Need to keep up with vitamins, very, very important. And bye bye, see you next time. Have a nice day, see you, bye bye.